Good morning. I'm continuing to work on my 53. Still doing sheet metal work in the cab and around. This video will have progress that's made on the cab and the cab floor. Progress on the sheet metal at the front where the vent is. Let's see. I think that's pretty much what I focused on. I'm doing other things on the deal. I'm working with a friend who is a turbo guy to turbocharge this thing, and so we're still working on that. We're going to mock something up here before too long. We've both been real busy, but we are about to get to it on mocking something up. Still have mostly sheet metal to go right now. I have an update on my seats this time on this little video. So this is episode 50. I never thought I'd get to episode 50, but here we are. I never have pushed too much for subscribe and reviews and so forth because I'm not going to monetize this this site. I'm just blessed to have 7,000 square foot under roof here that I can not have to make a dime out of. I just enjoy myself out here. My friends come over, we do things. I got two cats stalking each other here. They're not too friendly with each other. But anyway, so this is an introduction into episode 50. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a little bit long, but it also, you've got the drag button. You can drag it on past what you're not interested in, but it's got some interesting things. So hope you enjoy it. Didn't think I'd ever make episode 50, but here we are. All right, well, just watch and see. We'll try to keep going. I intend to seal this off. I'm not going to use it, as I'll have air conditioned heat in here. I don't need a vent probably, except for the side window vents, which will be in there. So this particular deal has basically rusted in two quite a bit around here. And so we had another cab we were taking to the land, or to the scrapyard, and it had a really solid one, so we just whacked this out, and I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to fit this in there. I hope. We'll see how it works. So right now I'm cutting the old one out, and I'm only cutting back just where the rust is to see what that's going to look like, and then make sure I've got plenty of room on this one to do it, and then I'll try to mark it and deal. But I took and as you saw yesterday, or saw in that clip before, which was yesterday, I sawed all of the mechanism off of with a bandsaw, and I'm going to seal this down on here and then leave it. Try to create enough patina around it so it doesn't jump out at you. Kind of blends in maybe. we'll see how that works. But for right now, I'm going to use my little sawzall and use my little sawzall here and try and cut that out. Just have a short blade on my sawzall, and I'm going to attempt to cut this nicely and so forth. So here goes. I'll probably speed this up. You don't want to hear this. This is going to stay patinaed, so if I was going to do body work on it, I might do this different. But since I want to get it in there and leave it rusty, and I'm going to delete it by taking the excuse me a minute here, let me adjust my camera. Oh, goodness, I'm looking at the sun. That don't work very good. Actually, don't work at all. Anyway, I took and run this on a bandsaw and took all of the internals out of it, and I'm gonna bond it in there with this. Put a seal on it and bond it down, and so that it's there, and you can see it's there, but it has no function. So that's the process. Now the problem is getting this in there without destroying too much of the patina that I'm going to try to recreate by resting like I have on the tail part of this thing, the bed part of it. So we cut that out with a plasma torch. So I'm cleaning it up and determining where to cut it. But if you want to see really how to do this, I'm not much of an education deal, but I would watch Mohawk Fabrication. He'll show you how to do this with hand tools, and he's a master at it. And I try to emulate that, but I'm a long ways from that. But this is a little bit unique in that it has to go that way to be flush with the back. It has to go that way to be flush at this point right here. So I have to cut more than I would like to cut before I weld. But I've laid out here exactly where that goes, where I want to go. It goes below that to get into clean metal. I took this piece off, and I'll clean up these other edges, and then I'll fix that where I can push it to the rear so it'll line up, and tack it in place, and this will line up here around the front. So I got some more cleanup to do and whatever. But that's the idea, is to get this in here because it is not rusty like the other one. It's got good solid metal on it. So, and then I'll just leave it. I'm gonna rust it, but you'll be able to tell it's been done, but it'll have, I hope, patina. So, continued on the front here, we'll just about to get this cab to a point where we can put it on, and I should make a pattern for the floor in the next few days. But it's Thanksgiving Eve, and got a big day tomorrow. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna have a house full of people, so I won't get no good work done. All right, so that's going to be what I'm doing here, and I'll do it most off camera. But again, if you need an idea of how to do this type of thing, just watch Fitzy's stuff. He's got many hours of good work, good information on video. So just pay attention to what way he does it. He's a lot better at it than I am. So we'll film it along as we go, and we'll see how well this turns out. So that's what this video is about. We'll show it in the different stages and see how we can finish it up and make it look decent. I test fit my steering column. Came out of an 88 to 94 Chevrolet pickup. And if you look closely, you'll see that it's held up there by two main bearing caps out of a small block Chevrolet and two 7/16 bolts. Took measurements, and it's located just about exactly where the old steering column was located. So it's going to work just fine. I won't leave it red. I'll paint over the red. Alright, I have this fitting about as well as it can fit, so I will clean the edges up and get ready to cut this and tack weld it in place. Cut the front, tack weld it in place, get it where it lines up exactly with this part here. Got to go back, so we'll get it flush it back here and up there. But I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to clean this up and get it ready to actually cut into this and tack weld it in place. And then once I have this welded in place, I'll have a non-functioning vent up here, but I want it to have the appearance of a vent. I could have put a delete in here where they make a piece that you weld in and it just deletes it. But I'm not doing any body work on this thing to amount to anything. So I'm going to put this piece in, weld it in, clean it up, and try to re-rust it. Then I'm going to bond this in there to where it looks like an operational vent, but it's not going to be an operational vent. So that's kind of what I'm attempting to do here. Not sure how it'll work out. May look like crap, but we'll give it a shot. So that's how it's going to look, and I want it sealed up. We don't need any water into the cab, so I want it good and sealed up. So that's where we're going. I'll be back on camera after I get this all cleaned up here, get this piece cleaned up and ready to be welded, and then I'll clean up around here so it's ready to be welded. And then we'll do a little tack welding, and once it's all in place and tack welded in place, and then we'll come back and weld it in. So I'm going to get off camera a minute. Be back in a minute, or in a while, or whenever.
Trying to get it out there. Get it down there. Get it down. Back. Go down. Go down.